Hi, I'm Tony with Timeless Cottage Gifts, and I'm going to show you how I created this little conversation heart wreath using just wooden hearts and a disc for the back. You could even use a wood round for the back instead of this. That might be really cute, a wood round. So, well, thanks for watching and stay tuned. Thank you. Okay, I used 5 different colors. I have green, yellow, blue, purple, and pink. So I put these on my xTool and I just cut out some hearts. You can get hearts anywhere right now. You can go to Dollar Tree. You can get them at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, craft sections. Anyways, these I engraved because my hand lettering isn't very good, and so I engraved them with my xTool. But you can use stickers, or you can use stencils. I have a stencil. I used these on my hearts before. You can hand letter them. You can, any way you can think of doing it. You can use vinyl. And the colors I used for the hearts, I used Bubblegum pink. I shaded it with Carousel pink, and I highlighted it with white. So I only used 2 of each color, and I used my highlight for white each time. And for the blue, I used, the blue has some. I used Whispering Turquoise, and this is a Vintage Effects wash, but I used Turquoise. And yellow, I use Sunny Day, and this one is a folk art color. It's moon yellow, but just use a darker yellow that kind of goes with the yellow you choose. And then for the purple, I used lavender and purple petal, and of course the white. Today I'm going to paint the green one. I have a green one here. Let's put these over here, and this is the green. I'm going to use jadeite glass and new leaf, and I'm going to seal it with this is Folk Art's clear transparent sealer. So what I do is I put a puddle of that and then a puddle of my base color, which is jadeite glass. Mix it together, and I already did the back. This one didn't turn out so good, but I already did the back, and I'm going to mix it together with my brush. And this is a sealing coat to seal the wood. And I already have the back. And I'll just do this one because this is what the blank one's going to look like. Just seal it up. Ugh. And then after that dries, I'm going to come back and just do a plain coat of the jadeite glass. Okay, I put on 2 coats of the jadeite glass, and now I'm going to get ready to shade it. So I'm going to take the new leaf, it's a little watery, and I'm going to use my angle brush. This is a 3/4 inch angle shader from Hobby Lobby, Master's Touch. Dip it in my water, put the corner of it, can you see it? Dip the corner of it, and then run it back and forth to get a gradient. And then here, I'm just going to take my brush and do the bottom and up the sides. and keep all bristles on the surface. And I'm going to do the same to my blank heart. You could actually put sayings on each one of them. I think if I were to do it again, I would have had sayings on all of them. But I had already cut them out, and I'm just going to use it this way for now. And then the top is a highlight. So you're going to take the white and dip it in right here and move it back and forth on your paper. And I'm going to do the top here. And the top here. And then I'm going to let that dry. Okay, I did a couple more shading with the new leaf and highlighting with the white. And now in the center, I'm going to take my, this is my Dynasty 200 size 12 dry brush. I put some white paint in it. And now I'm going to just dry brush the center. I probably got too much paint. And just, this is going to make it kind of shiny in the center. It's just keep going. And I'm going to do it on both of the hearts. And just keep dry brushing to get yourself a shine in the center. And try not to work in one area too long, because you can actually scrub the paint off that you just put on. So I kind of move around a lot, and more highlighty at the top, and then kind of narrow down at the bottom right there. Okay. And then I'm going to take my liner brush. This is a Chris Hoy's Epic script liner. It's an 18-aught. And I'm going to put it, dip it in water, and then put it in my white paint. Actually, I'm going to put a new dab of white paint because I like it to be fresh. And, oops. Dip it in water, and then I'm going to put more water in my, because I'm going to draw a line just to make a shine on both sides. As you can see, like there's a shine here and a shine here. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll it in my paint. And at the top here, I'm going to make a little shine here. And then one down this way. And then, you know what? I'm going to redo that one. Let me do a little bit. And one down here. And the same thing. A little shine here. And one here. Make that a little longer. Kind of like that. And I'm going to let that dry. Okay, so those are on. Now, to get the lettering on, I used this tulip fabric marker in a red color. You can paint it on. I use dragon fruit to paint it on, but I think this is so much easier. Since you can hand letter with whatever you want. You can paint it on. You can, like I said, you can use vinyl. You can use stickers. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go inside. It's got a little indention. I like to do it upside down. And then I'll probably do a couple more coats and I'll be back. Okay, now that that's dry, I am going to take I'm taking matte varnish. I kept going back and forth on whether to use the high gloss or the matte. So I chose matte. I think you can use high gloss and make them kind of shiny. But I'm going to do a coat of varnish before I splatter them. The reason is if the splatters get kind of ugly or too big of a splatter, then it's easy to take them off. But I have to wait for this to dry. And then I'll splatter. Okay, I put them in a box and I'm going to get an old toothbrush. This is actually my favorite way. I've tried all kinds of things and I keep coming back to this. I dip my toothbrush in water, dab some of it off, stick it into my white paint, dab some of that off, and then I speckle it. It's quick. It gets pretty small fly speck. And I'm going to let it dry, and if I don't like some, I'm going to come and take it off. Okay, I thought I was recording and I wasn't. What I said that I wasn't recording at was you can deepen the words with your marker, whatever marker you're using, or if you're using the marker. And I did a couple more coats of the matte varnish. So they're pretty much done here. If you want to do anything else, now would be the time. So what I'm going to do is I cut this out of my xTool too, and I just kind of put some dots on it with every color. And then the first layer, you're going to take them and move them around. Let's see. And for the second row, I just go up to the top of the circle and I glue that. Well, yeah. And so the top of the circle is about right there. There it is. Okay, and here it is. I'm going to just take a ribbon and glue it on the back. Let's see. I'm going to glue it right here behind this green heart. I'll just take some hot glue. And stick it on there. Cute little conversation heart wreath that's pretty easy to make. Just get some wood hearts and paint them, and you could probably put it together in about a day. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.